Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel and another episode of the Watch Pile. This week we're on episode 23 and we have 6 that have been selected this week, so as usual I'll go through each of them first, give you like my rough thoughts of what they're going to be like, if I'm going to really love them or not, and then obviously I'll randomly pick one. It'd be a bit different because there's one DVD in the mix, so I've obviously got to use a Blu-ray instead to make it fair, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So first up, chosen by Paul Freeman, we have a film which I've wanted to watch for a while. Looks right up my street. Love a biopic. Looks really interesting, and it's The Fifth Estate, starring Benedict Cumberbatch as Julian Assange, who was responsible for WikiLeaks back in the day, quite a long time ago now. You've got Daniel Bruhl in here as well. I can see Peter Capaldi on the back, Stanley Tucci, Laura Linney, any other names popping up? Alicia Vikander, Anthony Mackie, David Thewlis. Really good cast. Looks right up my street. Directed by Bill Condon, who I think is a pretty decent director. So yeah, great pick there. Next up we have The Business. So this would kind of be closing out my Danny Dyer, Nick Love collaborations. I've seen Football Factory, I've seen Marching Powder now. I think, oh no, he's got this, and I think he's an Outlaw as well, isn't he? With Bob Hoskins, so I need to get that one as well at some point. But yeah, I've heard decent things about this one. Yeah, so should be one that I enjoy if I watch it. The Business. That was chosen by Giz as well. Next up, Ash's pick, and Ash has chosen a great film with my favourite actor in it, so yeah, definitely be up for this one. It is of course Jarhead, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Got Peter Sarsgaard, Chris Cooper and Jamie Foxx. I know it's a Sam Mendes film, so one of the few films of his I've not seen. A war film, what war? It looks like Iraq. Yeah, don't know too much about it, so that's a good pick there. Next up, one that I've actually seen part of before, but I never watched it all the way through, and everybody's been telling me how good it is and that I should watch it. I believe, is it Steve for Films picked this one? Apologies if I got your name wrong. And it's another Best Picture winner that, like I said, I need to watch all the way through. It's of course Bong Joon-ho's excellent Parasite. So yeah, be glad to finally get that one watched. Next up, we've got Roy's pick. Roy's gone for a good pick this week that I'm sure I'm going to enjoy. It's a Spielberg film, so no doubt that I'll like this one. It's Munich, obviously about the Munich bombings in 1972. I recently watched September 5th, which has just got its physical release on Blu-ray, and that's kind of the news, like trying to cover it. This is actually about the event itself, so I'll be interested to know more about it because I don't know too much about it. Eric Bana, Daniel Craig, Kieran Hines, Jeffrey Rush, music by John Williams. Yeah, got all the good stuff there. So that's Munich. And finally, I think Stephen Taylor chose this one. It's one that fairly recent pickup. Again, one that I'm looking forward to watching. Guy Pearce and Robert Pattinson in The Rover. I believe it's set in Australia in like a sort of post-apocalyptic type future. About two people that have to kind of group together to kind of go on a revenge against, I think, Robert Pattinson's brother. So yeah, that one should be a good one. Anyone else that I know in it? Scoot McNairy's in it. Yeah. So yeah, another good one there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Munich out of this case, so that's a lot more fair. And instead of The Business, I'm going to use Where Crawdads Sing. So if this gets selected, that will be what is watched. So I'll take The Business out of the pile for now, put all of them back, and let's get on shuffling. I'm going to give it a good shuffle. I want to make sure I've got as much of a chance with everything. And we're going to go for this one, whatever this is, and it is The Rover. Okay, good choice. So yeah, like I said, Guy Pearce, Robert Pattinson, some sort of post-apocalyptic type future. yeah, looks like right up my street, 102 minutes. So yeah, it shouldn't take me too long to get it watched. So yeah, Rover. I will say I have still got 3 from last week to watch. I still haven't watched The Thin Red Line. I've not watched Kill List yet. I'll probably leave that to last. And The Handmaiden, which I think Roy chose last week. So those are the 3 that I've still got to watch from last week, on top of all of these other ones that I haven't got around to yet. Well, I will get around to. And I got loads of the new stuff which you will have seen in my haul video that I'm trying to work my way through as well. It's got plenty of stuff to get on watching. But yeah, The Rover is what I'm going to watch tonight. So I'll give this a watch, and I'll come back to you in about an hour, and I suppose with credits it's going to be about an hour and a half, because I won't watch all of the credits, and I'll come back to you and let you know my thoughts afterwards. So I just got done watching The Rover, a film directed and written by David Michaud, who I did look at his other filmography. He also did Animal Kingdom, and then he's done 2 Netflix films. He's done War Machine with Brad Pitt, which I haven't actually seen, and The King with Timothée Chalamet, which I've heard good things about, again on Netflix, but I haven't seen. And he's actually got 2 films in post-production at the moment due to come out. And yeah, really good film. Guy Pearce, Robert Pattinson. Very bleak, dark, darker than I thought it would be. Kind of what you expect from a film like this. It's a bit, I would describe it as sort of like The Road. Similar sort of thing, set 10 years after like a huge economic collapse in Australia. There's no money basically, so they're all just living like Guy Pearce basically just plays a drifter that stops to try and get some fuel for his car, and whilst he stops, these 3, I think they were, it was like a gang I suppose, crash their car and decide to rob Guy Pearce's car, and he basically starts chasing them, and soon Robert Pattinson's character, who plays one of the gang leaders' brother, comes looking for his brother and obviously finds him instead, Guy Pearce instead. They basically left him for dead, so he wants to know why. Cause both of them want to try and get sort of revenge, and most part it's a revenge sort of thriller. It's a very slow burn. It's a road movie of sorts. And yeah, it was good. Unlike The Road, it's not, I wouldn't say it's as bleak as The Road. It is a pretty bleak film. It is, like I say, it's apocalyptic, well, post-apocalyptic sort of set thing. Dystopian future, I suppose. Excuse me. But it was enjoyable. It was one that, although, like I say, quite slow-paced, I was still engaged with it. I still found it interesting. I thought both Guy Pearce and Robert Pattinson were excellent as like our 2 leads. And yeah, not too long, only an hour and 42. So yeah, I'd give it a watch again. So yeah, that was a good one this week. That is The Rover. So like I said, I've got another 5 from this week to watch, and 3 from last week. So I'll attempt to get as many of them watched before Sunday, so I can talk about them in my weekly watches. But we are now back up into shelf number 2. So I'm gonna flip it. So on the end we have DVDs. I'm gonna move my new pickups because they will end up going on one of the other top shelves at some point. I'm gonna move these. Right. So on the very end we've got all of these. And then going up, Shanghai Noonan Nights is a rewatch. First Police Academy is excluded, but it would be 2, which is a first time watch. Acres and Acres is a rewatch. Up and along. The First Final Destination is excluded. Family Plot's excluded from that one. Nightmare on Elm Street's excluded, the first one, because I've seen that. Patterson's a rewatch. And Valerian's a rewatch. And then I'll just flip this round. I don't think there's any rewatches there. They're all first time watches, I think. Yeah. So that is the choices for next week. Let me just move them back before I forget. Yeah, that is all of the choices for next week's episode. So let me know what you want me to watch from that shelf next week. Put it in the comments down below. Let me know also your thoughts on The Rover. If you've seen it, did you like it? Did you not like it? If not, why? Give me all your thoughts down below on it. And yeah, I am going to try and get Kill List watched tomorrow, because it's the shortest of the 3 that I've got left from last week. I say try, I don't know how I'm going to get on with it. I'm going to give it a go, but if it does get too much, I might have to, and I don't very often, but I might have to turn it off. I'm always willing to give it a go, and see how I get on with it. So, excuse me. Yeah, I think I'll try and give that a watch tomorrow. And then the other 2, The Thin Red Line and The Handmaiden, are quite long films, so I think I might watch The Fifth Estate tomorrow, because yeah, that one looks right up my street as well, and I don't think it's too overly long. So yeah, that's it for today's episode anyway. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. As you know, I always take the time to get back to anyone that leaves me a comment, because I really do appreciate it. And that is it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.